Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 19th episode of Shirobako. So, last episode, things just started going wrong a lot, especially at the end there. But pretty much you had Aoi wanting, well, getting Okura on board to do the one background art that they need to do with the buildings and the water and all that, because their other guy's more like a cloud sky guy. Also got some voice actors doing their thing, which is very nice. Kyoko's voice actress, well, Aria's voice actress Kyoko seems pretty nice as well. Obviously, very much a newbie, but I think she could do well. Just given him, the enough guidance, she could do well. But yeah, things are going bad here. Certain parts are not done the way they're supposed to, and certain people are quitting. Certain people go out in the middle of nowhere to draw instead of being available for doing their job. So it's just a very hectic situation. Aoi, our PM, is not doing so hot, but she's doing the best she can in the situation. But it's just there's a lot going wrong right now, so it's a bit of a tough time. Hopefully we can get things back together and rolling and all fixed up, and yeah, I guess we'll find out how that goes in this episode, so let's get into it. Okay. 3, 2, 1, play. My beautiful life as a anime industry slave worker. Oh yeah, I think Erika also came back last episode, didn't she? Oh, good job. We need more scenes of Erika just feeding Aoi various candy. No, but I worked so hard on it. Yeah, it's kind of sad that that total newbie Kyoko got the job of Arya, and then she is also kind of a newbie, but she could have done it, but they didn't have her come, so that's disappointing. Oh yeah, Hiroka, there's still issues with that, so hopefully we can get him to play ball a bit better. But yeah, being a PM is suffering, I think, is the real takeaway from this whole second half of the series. Oh, already have some Aoi Erika alone time? That's good to hear. Pretty pleased with the cherry on top. I wouldn't really say it's your fault. Yeah, go take a nap, please. Listen, Erika, she has her words of wisdom. Oh god, those eyes. Uh, yes, listen to your senpai. And the girl that I now ship you with. Here we go. Yeah, just get some sleep. Yeah, just it's bedtime. Allie, get some rest. Get some rest. Catch any what? Are we playing Pokemon? I've missed that nickname. Okay, what does ED stand for in this context? I mean, I would assume the D stands for director, but that's good to hear. Hiroka's still around, so. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. It's our anime, so... I just want Titanic to sink at this point. Yeah, it really wasn't our fault, but... Doesn't matter in the end, I guess. Yeah, that happens, though. I know, right? Just for a change of pace, or just stop talking, I would accept that. Yeah, we need to have Titanic get its shit together. To avoid that iceberg. Oh. Uh, yeah, also, when you're carrying food, you know. Oh. So tell me. Or come with me. Yeah, this is all your fault, dude. Yeah. Eric could probably would make a pretty good PM, honestly. I can kind of see that. Very sour face. Oh wow, she's gonna do some testing herself. Oh god, no. Uh, suffering for my art. That was good. I could have guessed that given the name. I'm not surprised to see that he quit his old job. Considering how difficult he is to deal with. Wow, tell us how you really feel. At least she goes to meetings. Oh. Yeah, you're just a fun ball of sunshine, aren't you, Hiroka? One thing I like about these people is their logo on the front, their sign. Because I can't trust you guys to do a proper job, so don't mind if I do. Just come on in here. Because you're unreliable. Yes. Give me your password, please. Yeah, I'm starting to get a better feel for Hiroka. I don't really like him any more than I did before, but... I checked all the places until I got it right. Very true. You'd be surprised. You work to live, technically. A fishing mood. Yeah, working does help with that. Oh, he got one. Or, well. Yeah, I could never be angry with Aoi. No, and she, comes to me like that. Don't do it, Aoi. Don't do it, Aoi. There's no telling where he'll take you. He may never come back. A little bit, yeah. Okay, still got posters. Of course. Is that impressive? I mean, an ancient-looking phone's impressive, I guess, but... Okay, so that's not food up there. It's kind of familiar. Okay, yes, that's what I thought it was. Yes. Andes Chucky. Yeah. Now she's excited. Indeed. As do a lot of things. Yeah, not elation. Yeah, technology does advance fairly quickly. Well, yeah. Make an isekai anime. No one's done that before. Of course. I bet. Oh. Oh, what? Okay. Uh, interesting way to transition into a flashback, I guess. More delusions. Hallucinations, whatever you want to call them. It all just looks so old school. Maybe you really need another nap, Aoi. Yeah, some things never change. Of course, gotta bring food, that's your role. Of course, Sugi is still there. Just that hair, man, just... I fixed Chucky's mom. There's probably a better way to phrase that. Yeah. uh, not to name names or anything. Yeah, the blizzard. I remember the blizzard. Looks fine. Wow. Rude. Okay. Could just relax, dude. Stop being such a pain. Perhaps. This is some huge classes. How dare you? I could go for some. But yeah, redoing things, it's always been what we've done, I guess. Yeah, it's so weird because some of the characters look so different. It's a bit hard to remember who's who. But there could be bears in that cave. Yeah, so I've heard. Very interesting anime here. Anime backgrounds are the best backgrounds after all. Under your wing, that translator pun. Cat's cute. I want to pet it. Yeah, we should totally do that. I don't know if these voices fit the animals that well. I mean, some of them do, but not all of them. Oh, Beso Beso. Oh, Beso Beso's a frog. Never mind. Then we'll have a snowball fight. It'll be great. Oh, wow, Aoi. Uh, I don't think it was that emotional. I know she was a big fan of that, so. Man, just. Yes, some of you definitely have. Well, you'll have plenty of fun memories to go. You're still pretty new. Yes. The stuff you're doing right now, you will look back at and think of as the good old days, so. Here we go, more of the sour testing. Roll. Man, making her friends do it. I love it. I need more of this. This is very relevant to my interests. Beso beso. No. Is he doing well? That's an awkward cutoff. Of course. That's what you want to do with late people. All of this? I'm gonna write with my right hand and drink with my left. And I guess this is gonna be another ship that I have, because they're making this obvious to ship. Very easy to ship. Huh. Yeah. That he did. Well, yeah, we had a whole flashback about that. Oh, dang. Nothing to sneeze at. Yes. Well, she does. I mean, I don't. Well, let's look. Oh, I actually got her emotional just looking at the image. I wish I could cry that easily. No, thank you. Is that how we're gonna end off the episode? Wow. Okay. Uh, guess we're getting on this Chucky opening. Some interesting lyrics. I'm sure it is. Just look at that terrifying place. We could do without Beso Beso, though. You're looking good on this, Chucky. We got so much more people now. Well, characters. It is a pretty nice the opening ED, whatever it's supposed to be. I assume opening. Wow, Chucky got a lot of friends with his inspirational song. Battle of the Bulge. So, okay, yeah. That was the 19th episode of Shirobako. And the big thing with this episode was actually just kind of going down memory lane. You had Aoi brought to the old studio area where they just kind of use as storage now. And there she actually got to see some of the materials for the Andes Chucky anime production, which is something she was always a big fan of. So that was really cool. We also very interesting way to transition into a backstory flashback type thing, whereas always just kind of having our usual hallucinations where she just sees all these people around her, and then eventually always just kind of get out of it and we're just going into full backstory mode. We got to see a lot of familiar faces that didn't look as familiar because a lot of time has passed since then. Sugiya wasn't nearly as old as he looks now. You had just the long hair on the one character. Just, yeah, it was very, very different, but a lot of the struggles they did have back then definitely are similar to what we have now. Even though technology advances, some problems always remain the same, and some of the same kind of struggles. And a big thing that we had there was the blizzard. Apparently the blizzard that we know from the Andes Chucky anime was not quite what it was initially supposed to be. Some people kind of, stuck their nose where it doesn't belong, or however we want to phrase that, and we ended up going in kind of a different direction with that, which some people definitely had their complaints with, but in the end we agreed to do it, and it definitely meant more work, but I think the end product, it was probably worth the change to, to make it happen. And yeah, that was very much come across as the good old days from the old guy's perspective, and the stuff Aoi's doing now will eventually be looked back upon by her as the good old days. That's just kind of how it works. You don't realize it's the good old days until they're, long gone. It's just kind of how it works. Also, we had some stuff with Emma. She wanted to draw like a sour face on someone, so she ate something sour to make that face then look at it through the mirror. Eventually realized it'd be much more efficient to have her friends do it instead and just watch them as they do it and just kind of draw them. So that was pretty great. I thoroughly enjoyed all of that. Also, Erika. Erika's back. I love having Erika back. She just has such a take charge attitude and she's so cute and confident, and I really like her character a lot. So I like how she was just throwing that shade at Kinoshita. I just love her disposition as she did that. It was just really cute and funny, and just yeah, that was a great little interaction there. And then she goes to get people to come to work and tells a little white lie to get them there on time. That's something you would do with people that are always late. Like if your parents just like, you want your parents to take you somewhere and they're always run late, you just say you need to be there like half an hour or an hour before you're supposed to, and then you'll get there on time. That's a very old trick you can do, but it's very valuable. Like if once you know that that's like what someone's like, you kind of have to do that. But once they figure out your trick, then it gets kind of awkward from there. Then you have to kind of improvise from there. But anyway, we got lots of Erika, which was just great. We got Okura backstory with that whole flashback and all that, and just got some more into his character in general because he has shown back up. We got to hear about what he did and some of his perspective, how he got into anime backgrounds in general, and how he really liked it once he got into it, and pretty much just all that stuff. Let's see, anything else I want to talk about? Like Erika I like the moment we had between Erika and Aoi, just really talking to her, saying, okay, you can't fix everything tonight. If you stay awake, you just go to bed, rest, and we'll come back tomorrow, we'll figure things out, we'll have meetings, we'll get through all this. So that was pretty great. Also, I had confirmation that there is some history between Erika and Hiroka. He's basically like, he's very, he's kind of arrogant. I'll put it bluntly. He really doesn't think he needs to do all these meetings and stuff. So I got a little bit more logic behind why he doesn't feel like he has to do the meetings and stuff. He probably just doesn't think he needs to. He's good enough. He's not some pathetic, starry-eyed newbie like Aoi is. He's a real deal. So he can just do whatever, and he should be fine. So yeah, we got a little bit more into some of his mindset in regards to all of that. So, at least that's something. He's very different than Erika in a lot of ways. We definitely got that established, but Yeah, I think that's really all I want to say. We got some actual footage from Honest Chucky playing with all the characters in the blizzard in the cave, which is cool. I guess that's whatever. Also had the opening of the anime of the Chucky anime playing as the ED of this episode, which is definitely interesting. I actually quite like that song and all that. That was pretty great. It was pretty nice. It definitely does look like a kids anime. There's no denying that. Even if I wasn't told that it was a kids anime, I could tell it was. It just really comes across as one. But it seems, perfectly watchable, really. Like, if your kid wanted to watch it, you could probably watch it with him without, like, falling asleep or anything. So, nothing you'd probably go out of your way to watch as an adult, but something you could put up with watching if your child or whatever wants to watch it with you. That's at least what it looked like to me. That, at least a little bit that I saw, that's kind of my impression of it. And, yeah, we had some talks about how things worked back in the day and how it works now, and some of that we got into, but yeah, also, Aoi just had a lot of great moments in general, just a lot of great faces, and just, she was all crying and all teary-eyed when she finished watching the Yonde's Chucky episode, that was great. I would never cry at something like that, but just, yeah, always, as usual, a cute, fun character. I just enjoy most of the interactions she has. She had that talk with Erika. She wanted to kind of push the job over to Erika as the PM because she's not fully confident that she could do a good job, and Erika definitely comes across as she could really do this job. Like, I have no doubt in my mind that Erika could do the PM job fine. But I believe Aoi can as well. She just needs to get really some practice and get used to it and gain some confidence. But I think she could do better than she gives herself credit for. So I hope that she does become more confident as she goes and gets more into it. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.